Sometimes as Christians grow in knowledge, this can show up in becoming puffed up and prideful. How do we avoid this?
Yes. So this was actually a large reason why I ended up preaching a sermon series on humility right when I got to the church here in Chattanooga. So it's the first thing I preached on in our morning worship was a series on humility that the book really was birthed out of. And the reason was because our denomination, the denomination that I minister in, the Orthodox Presbyterian Church, it was birthed out of a rejection of theological liberalism. And so you can even see it in our name, Orthodox, that we pride ourselves in having sound theology, right thinking about God that accords with His Word, and sadly, that can oftentimes lead us to being puffed up, and it ought to obviously be the opposite. I mean, it's striking to me, and this has been pointed out a number of times by a number of different men, that a proud Calvinist is a contradiction of terms. Because if we really believe in the depths of our souls that God is this great, exhaustively sovereign, majestic God that we proclaim as Bible-believing Reformed Christians, if we really believe in things like total depravity, if we really believe, you just start going down the list, all these different truths that we hold to as Christians and that we fight for doggedly. If these things are really getting into our souls, they're going to produce a profound humility. And it's actually one of the main burdens of the book. Really, the book is a primer on Reformed theology, and seeking to show how every aspect of our theology should be promoting and producing within us the downward disposition of a Godward self-perception, that it should be producing within us humility. And if it's not, we need to step back and ask ourselves some hard questions, because it's one thing to know about God, but it's an entirely different thing to know God. And if we merely know about God, and that knowledge about God isn't translating into an experiential acquaintance with the living God that is producing humility, then we're in a very very bad place.